Did it come?
Yes. Focus. Yes. Yes. You have everything you need built inside of you to go to the next level. You are smart and resourceful. You are valuable, and your ideas are money makers. The rejection doesn't matter. It was just a setup to strengthen you for where you are right here, right now. So get focused. Shut out the noise. Shut out negativity. If it doesn't inspire, encourage, or uplift you, then get rid of it so that you can complete the work. Because it's not too late. You're not too young. You're not too old. So be the change agent. Things will turn around today. You will make moves today because you are brilliant. You have the solutions for any problems that may arise. The resources are there, so find them. People want to work with you. Someone wants what you have to offer. Your ideas will change your life financially. Your ideas will change the lives of others. But you must get your head in the game. You must get your head in the game. The pity party is over. No excuses. You have to be the loudest voice in your head telling yourself, yes, I can. Say it, yes, I can. Does a baby stop trying to walk after he has fallen? No. So get up and run. See what the end will be. Change your plot and do something different. If you don't fight for your dreams, then who will? There are so many people depending on you. So go get it. The win is yours.
Mute. All right. That was amazing. I hope you guys listen to the words. That's the most important thing. Listen to what you're hearing. And, I'm big on applying yourself. Somebody, mic is on mute. Can you mute them for me, please, Marsha? All right. So let's get this ball rolling. So welcome to Mindset Monday. Master the mind, multiply the results. Rules, interaction is mandatory. Cameras on, prefer. Do the exercise if there's any, right? Very important. Quick check-in. Rate your mindset right now on this call, how you're feeling from 1 to 10. So rate your mindset. You can put it in the chat. Rate your mindset. Nobody. All right. Yes, Melissa. Melissa, if you're not 8 or 10, something wrong, eh? Why am I echoing? Masha, in the settings, let me fix that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find who it is. I'll get
So
that.
you can mute all. They cannot mute for now until we're ready. Let me see. They cannot. Oh, my mic was muted too. All right, Mario, we need to connect. I've been seeing you plugging into some of the calls, but I know sometimes life in. That's what Sean like to say, life in. Right? But everybody goes through different things in life. It's how you handle it and control it. And that's why we have these calls too. So week 9, discipline versus motivation. This is so important because a lot of us, we do things over motivation more than discipline, right? Especially coming out of school. And I picture myself, or I remember your parents would be behind you, or my mom would be behind me, even with karate. We have certain times for classes. We have certain things we had to do, stay on certain schedule, and I had somebody behind you. Let's just put it that way. I had somebody behind me. Oh, if I don't get up, or if my mom will say, yeah, we need to do this, we go in, right? But I was just following. But when you become an adult, there's nobody behind you pushing you to get certain things done. You have to push yourself. So some of us, we think we need that motivation, but it's really the discipline. And the real key to consistency in this market is discipline, building that habit, building the routine, and keeping you going even when you are not feeling like it. So, like just now, I was just having a conversation with Marsha, and I started a routine with myself, exercising, and I actually miss sometime coming on to the end of this week and I started this week even wrong. Today I didn't can even go, right? And I was like, my Lord, I said, I just started a routine here. I don't want to create, there's no habit yet, there's no discipline fully yet. And I understand that because you only create a habit and a discipline after 90 days. Guys, 90 days consistent to create that habit. So I know it's going to take a lot. So when I felt it, I was like, you know what? I tell Richard today, I said, I have to go to my gym tomorrow. I don't start this routine. I'm not, you know, backsliding. I don't want to say backsliding, but you know what I mean, right, guys? So discipline is a choice, is choosing what you want most most over what you want now, right? So I would say discipline is doing what you want when you're not even when you don't even want to do it. So when you don't want to do something, you still have to do it because you discipline yourself to do it, right? So motivation fades, habit stays, and that is true. That's why when you do certain things over and over, you be on the charts a lot, you watch different things, you spend those nights, sleepless nights, going through your videos even though you're tired, many different things. You create that habit in what you're doing and it will become a habit for you. But some of you all right now, you're in the motivation stage. You're motivated to do it. Yeah, let's get this going. Right? But when the motivation fade, what's gonna keep you going? Really think about it. Right? Are you creating a system? It's not about hype. We don't care about the hype here. That is why we talk about plugging in a lot. And some of you all on this call will actually let especially new people. Do we have any new person on this call? Put a one if this is your first time on my Mindset Monday, live Mindset Monday, because I know we have it recorded in the back end. But is this your first time live? Plugging in live. A live call. Anybody? Oh, we have one. Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Yes, welcome. Aaron has been there with us before and he just started back, but I don't think we had Mindset Mondays then. Right? Otis, Daniel, welcome, Daniel. Right? Samantha, welcome. So these calls are not for me, it's for you. And it's for you to apply yourself. When you hear certain things, I hope you all take notes. So you could go back and have an idea. You should be having your notes for each week and what was the topic and what you learn or what hit you or what you need to do different. You all know me. I'm big on action. I like to take action without overthinking, right? And that's what gets people going. That would get you go. That will get you going. A lot of us are overthinkers. Some of us, and if you know you're an overthinker, just know that that holds you back from doing something, right? So motivation is temporary. Habits makes results. I was invisible. Masha, am I saying that correct? The teacher, the principal.
Inevitable. It will
Inevitable.
happen. Inevitable.
Inevitable,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
system remove decisions, fatigue, and it keeps you consistent. So small daily action compounds into big wins over time. Guys, small I talked about this two 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago on our call, and we were talking about this. Doing these small things makes the big difference. And it comes back again. Because a lot of us focus on the big one. We want the big wins, but we don't focus on the small things that you're actually accomplishing. Those small little things that we get in. So when the excitement wears off, your habits keep you moving forward. You hear that? So we will always be excited for something. But what keeps you going is creating that system and creating a habit. So when I decide to make a decision to do something, I don't have all the dots in place. I don't have from A to Z written down or have an idea of what I'm going to do. But the one thing that I had was a plan. I had a plan of action, and I just started taking a step forward. And then things started to come together. Anything that I realized when I start doing. And that's one thing successful people will always do. They don't overthink, and they start taking the steps forward once they have a plan in place, and they stay what? Consistent. So when, no, I'm done already. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system, which is true. Systems makes it simple for you to keep in line towards your goals. That's literally what it is, though. A lot of us want to accomplish certain goals, but I teach this where when you're going after goals, you should always have small goals. You have your big goal, but within that big goal, you should have small targets and actually looking to see what are you accomplishing? What are you getting done? Right? So like many times in the in-person class, I would tell some of y'all, what is your plan this week? Am I working on trying to just get my broker up and running or to understand how to copy and paste? What are you focusing on? There's a lot you could focus on, but if you narrow it down, and every week you narrow down small things, like I remember Marsha said, one week she was just focusing on understanding the fibs, or she did whatever she had to do with the fibs to understand. So some of us, we want the cake, but we want to eat all at the same time. Take it one slice at a time now, especially in this field of trading. And that's why some of y'all will get overwhelmed, right? So showing up daily, discipline compounds over time. Consistency builds trust in yourself and in the process. So small daily efforts adds up to big lasting changes, which is true. So when somebody tell you, or when you see somebody succeeding in anything that they're doing, ask them how long they have been on that road, what obstacles that they have encountered, and how did they overcome the obstacles. Because every single person have encountered obstacles, and you will encounter obstacles. It don't matter the level you are at. Some of you might be at level 1, 2, or 3, but even if you're at level 10, 20, you're still going to encounter obstacles. It's just a different level and a different you. So do not run from it. So discipline turns actions into what? Momentum. And momentum turns it into results. Some of y'all want momentum, but you don't want to have that consistent activity, that consistent drive, mashing the pedal, whether it's going your way or not, whether you are seeing things working out. And the problem is, what you focus on expands. So some of y'all, I teach this already, some of y'all focus on the wrong things, and you don't even realize you're actually growing and developing. You don't even realize those small things that you accomplish, you're actually doing good. But because we focus on the negative things and we think it's not working, but you don't even realize that little thing, small thing that actually you overcome makes a difference for you to go to the next level. So greatness isn't built in a day. Or let's say Rome wasn't built in a day. It's built by showing up every day, no matter how small the step is. Anybody ever try starting something, can you picture how it was at the beginning and where you're at now? And you wouldn't, I mean, you wouldn't even believe, this is how you become or how you got through to get to where you're at. And if it's a traditional business, even work, even getting yourself at the next level in work, anything like that. It takes discipline and commitment, right? So discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. So build a routine in your life and stay and trading. It's so important building those routines, right? When I made a decision to make sure I not just spend time with my kids, but to also create these routines, make sure I put time into with my daughter and other things. And I remember I started gymnastics classes with them. But the following term, I can continue because of all what happened. Some people know what happened, some people don't know what happened, but real things happened that term, right? And I told myself, you know what? It don't matter what, I'm getting back that routine for them when I made that decision because I have to stick with it, not them. I at the beginning have to know to show them consistency, right? So a set routine removes guesswork and emotional decision. So you don't have to have that emotion behind guessing. That's just like trading. When you don't understand certain things, you add emotions to it, and then you don't have that patience or discipline to understand where you at and what you need to do, right? So consistent strategy builds confidence and accuracy. Accuracy, right? Trust me, I have tight tongue. Don't worry about that, right? prepared, prepared action leads to forward few mistakes and better results. So once you prepare, you don't think you get fewer mistakes and better results once you keep preparing and I believe it's not preparing, but keep adjusting. Let's change that because you will make mistakes. But if you don't adjust every time you come across a obstacle or I would call it an obstacle because obstacles are there to test you. It's there to see how strong you're mentally going to handle it. And then once you know how to handle that, your results will become better. Because we all going to have ups and downs. But the people who handle it and overcome it the fastest get over that and get to the results faster. That's the best way I could say it. A solid routine keeps you focused, disciplined, and less likely to make costly errors. Which is true, but what I will also add to that is always having a future thinking, seeing yourself and planning. That future mind, planning towards the future, working towards something. That is what helps you keep that discipline, keep you putting the system together, and keep working towards creating that discipline and becoming that, getting that results you want. All right? So that routine is the backbone to any success. So if you want to have success in, let's just say trading, what routine are you creating? What are you developing? Are you going to every week give excuses that I didn't get this done? Life kicking. Okay, we know life kicking. When life kicking, that's when you have to double down and make sure you get certain things done. Just like how life kicking this morning for me. I tell myself I doubling down and tell myself I have to get tomorrow and other things done. I don't already have my schedule put together and my plans I have to work towards. Because I know I'm working towards certain things in my future. So that's very important, right? So let me pass this on to not just I will say, Marsha, you was just one of my students. Now you're part of the community, the team, and building what we are building here together. I'm grateful to have you on this board with me and helping not just build yourself, but help people because you know how important mindset is. And that's why we put together this. And I'm glad to share this stage with you. So let me pass it on to you, Marsha. You could take it over from here.
Thank you, Kelly. It is more than an honor and a pleasure to be here too in this wonderful, amazing community that you and Richard have started. So, guys, discipline is more than just motivation, as you see. So, discipline, it takes some emotional control, right? And your consistency. Now, when we do Mindset Monday, it's not just about trading, it's about life, because the way you do one thing is the way you do all things, right? And this particular phase of your life, being a student of learning to trade, is just a small drop in the whole span of your life. You've done many things before. So I want you to take a walk in your mind. How did things turn out? What was the success of certain ventures you went into when you were just powered by motivation? Maybe it died down. Maybe it went like fireworks and poofed and burst away, right? But if you went in with discipline and you plugged in and you gave sometimes a little sweat, a little tears, a little stretch, then you saw some kind of result coming after that, right? Hype is one thing, but discipline keeps emotions from driving your decisions. That comes from like when you see something and, oh my gosh, this is something I really want to do. Are you interested or are you committed? If you're interested, that's when the emotions come in. And as soon as something goes bad, you want to throw in the towel. But if you're disciplined, rain or shine, the rain could be falling, you still want to go out there and take that walk, right? That's what the winners do. They still go after it. They still go with it, which brings us to consistency, which helps you stick to your plan even under pressure. Guys, life's you. Kelly said it just now. It comes in different shapes and forms and sizes. Sometimes it comes expected and unexpected, different ways. And you just have to flex to make sure you get what you have to get done. And instead of looking at why it can't be done, look at sometimes what can be done. And let's deviate from what we have on the screen there just now. Sometimes we have to build that discipline muscle. Let me tell you how we could start to build the discipline muscle. We could start to do that by the little actions that we take. And Kelly mentioned that in a couple slides back. The little actions that you take. Let's build. Let me give you a little challenge. I love to give homework. Water. Drink more water. If I tell you, hey, I challenge you to drink four bottles of water a day, right? Maybe you don't do it, maybe you run short, whatever, but make sure and drink your 4 bottles of water a day. Look, Kelly, start already. 4 bottles of water a day. Do you know the human mind is such that we will look for reasons why we can't do it? I'm working, I can't go in the washroom so much. I will have to make the time to do that because my job is such I have to be in the front desk and I can't just run to the washroom right now. We will find reasons why not instead of finding ways to make it happen. If you build those discipline muscles in the small things, oh, my friend, in the big things, you will have it down. Build the discipline muscles in the small things. So when the bigger things come, those muscles already warmed up to go, right? So emotional control safeguards both your capital and your confidence. Now, when you master discipline, you master your emotions. And that's the real key to protecting your capital and in life, protecting what you're really going after. Discipline is remembering what you want. Too many of us throw in the towel and we let emotions rule us, right? Don't get too much in the feelings. Set a goal. And guys, I have such a treat for you coming up in the next few slides. So let's move forward. You know, I love to relate it to real life people that you've heard about, but you don't know their journey, because sometimes all we see is the shiny object. We see the glitz, the glamour, the everything, but what did they pass through? So success leaves clues. Now, Elon Musk. Anybody know that name? Heard that name somewhere? Elon, maybe, right? All right, so Elon Musk, let me give you the story about his vision, systems, and his relentless execution. So from creating Zip2 and PayPal, and guys, I didn't know he created PayPal too, so you see, we all learning. PayPal, founding Tesla, and SpaceX. Elon Musk has faced repeated skepticism, failed launches. That's a word Daryl here with Elon Musk. Failed, but failed launches, near bankruptcy, and massive public criticism. Now, instead of relying on short bursts of motivation, some of us wait only to get that little fire up, then to go somewhere. No, instead of waiting on those little bursts of motivation, he built systems, habits, and a problem-solving mindset that allowed him to push through the challenges. His focus on daily discipline, action, and innovation turned his visions into multi-billion-dollar companies, many of which we know, and quite a few that we use in our trading journey now, right? But how it got there is the learning point that I'm getting at. The lesson in this, long-term success is built on consistent effort, structured systems, and not on fleeting hype. Don't get caught up in the hype, right? Get caught up in your system that's taking you to achieving your goals. You might have heard of this athlete, Serena Williams, a powerful athlete in her own right. Yes, the power of discipline and focus. Let's hear about her story. Serena rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most dominant athletes and female athletes in tennis history, with 23 Grand Slam single titles. Her unmatched success comes from an unwavering commitment to daily training, strict routine, and the mental discipline to stay focused under intense pressure. Even after injuries and personal challenges, she maintained the consistency and emotional control needed to compete at the highest level for over 2 decades. What is the lesson from this? Discipline and emotional control sustain success after motivation fades. Let's look at a quote here from Serena. She said, "Luck had nothing to do with it, because I have spent many, 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 many hours on the court working for one moment in time." Guys, if you have to write that down and stick it, I want you to write that down and stick it somewhere for you, for yourself. Many, many, many hours on the court training for your one moment in time. That is consistency. That is whether you're feeling up, you're feeling down, the rain falling, the sun hot, whatever going on, you're with that. So let's have some affirmations. I am building daily habits that lead me to long-term success, no matter how I feel in the moment. My consistency creates the results I desire, and I trust the process of growth. I told you guys that I have a little treat for you. So like I actually really coach in real, right? So we have tools that we use in coaching. So I'm going to use one of the coaching tools with you. We're going to do a visualization exercise, right? So everybody ready? So I'm going to give you some instructions what we're going to do. Unless you have it in your mind's eye, how will you know when you get there? Right? People perish for a lack of vision. You have to know what you're going after. So let's do this together. So please listen to the sound of my voice, and I'm going to guide you through this visualization exercise. Be open to it, and let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin by finding a comfortable position. So wherever you're at, wherever you're sitting, make yourself find that comfort position in where you're at right now. Gently close your eyes Relax your shoulders and take a deep breath in and out. Exhale through your mouth. In again. Out through your mouth. Now with each breath, release any tension from your body and allow your mind to settle into the present moment. Place one hand on your heart and just notice your breath flowing naturally in and out. Do that for a couple of breaths and then I will move you forward. Now bring to mind one important goal you want to achieve. Focus on one goal that is prominent to you. In your mind's eye, in the canvas of your imagination, I want you to see that goal clearly in your imagination. Picture it. Picture it as if it were an object that is glowing in your hands. Get a symbol to symbolize it and hold it in your hand as you imagine what your goal is. Maybe it looks like a book, maybe it's a medal, maybe it's the key to something, maybe it's even a shining light. But picture it in your mind's eye. Now feel the energy of this goal, how big and important it is to you, what it would mean to you, what it would be at that moment when you realize you've achieved it. Feel the energy of that goal. Now I want you to notice the excitement. Notice the pride that it brings to you just by holding it in your vision. Feel that. You're going to imagine yourself now standing at the beginning of a pathway that leads directly to this goal. Remember, you have it. You saw what it looks like. Now you're on the beginning of a path to getting it. You felt what it's like to hold it, but now you're in the path to getting there. The path is clear, it is safe, and it is filled with light. Along the path are stepping stones, and each stone represents one small discipline action that you must take. The path to your success is filled with small discipline actions. You step forward into the first stepping stone, and you affirm in your mind, discipline moves me forward. Discipline moves me forward. As you keep walking, walk along the path that you're seeing, you get closer each step to your goal. As you keep walking, notice how the stones stretch out before you, one after the next. Each one represents a day of showing up. Each one represents a moment of consistency. You walk with confidence, step by step. And even on the days that feel hard, you continue to move forward because you trust yourself. Remember, discipline moves me forward. With every step, you feel stronger, more capable, more aligned to your goal. Consistency is your power. Now, see yourself reaching the end of your path. Your goal is standing right before you. Your goal is right there. It's shining brightly before you, and you have arrived. You have arrived. Notice how it feels to stand there. I'm telling you this, and my paws are raising. I hope you feel it too. Notice how it feels to stand in this space. Accomplished, proud, fulfilled. Take a moment to breathe in this feeling. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in this feeling and let it anchor into your heart. Knowing this vision that you have created, you've walked, you've held, you've touched, you've felt, you feel the energy of, it's in front of you. It is possible for you. We're going to anchor that vision so you know what you're working towards. Take a deep breath in and silently affirm to yourself as you exhale. You can say it quietly to yourself, and on the replays, you could say it to yourself over and over. I have the discipline to stay focused. I have the consistency to succeed. I am walking steadily to my goals. I encourage you to hold that affirmation in your heart. Rest your hand on your heart again and hold that affirmation close to your heart. Feel that entire experience, everything you went through, and you've reached your goal. When you are ready, my friend, slowly bring your awareness back into the room. Just gently wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, get back, because I know you're in a different zone right now. And carry this energy of focus and discipline consistently with you into the new week ahead. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to bring yourself back to center. Right? Don't shock yourself. Just gently bring yourself back. Let's move to the next slide. Let's put it all together. Habits beat motivation every time. Habits. Do the action. Don't just get caught up in a hype. Systems keep you moving forward even when emotions waver. Let me give you a little story. When I was working from home and I was running my business, of course you think, oh, you're working from home, you could have all the time in the world. But unless I put a system in, I couldn't get things done. So unless I put a time, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to shower, I'm going to make breakfast, I'm going to prayer time, and then I'm going to open my computer by 8:30, by 9 o'clock and get started. Unless you put a system in place, things will go haywire, right? You will find too many excuses popping up. But put things in perspective. Consistency creates momentum. Small daily actions. Discipline protects progress. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Even when it's hard, Olia. When it's hard, just as Kelly said, double down. Find a way to flex it, to make it flexible so that you still get what you need to get done. Success is built into the quiet, consistent moments when no one is watching. It's not when you have an audience around you to clap you on and cheer you on and put the thumbs up and the love and the like on the screen for you. It's when in the quiet moments when you alone know that you're doing this and you're doing this for a reason, right? Nobody sees the blood, sweat, and tears, but they see the trophies after, right? Journal, my friend. Guys, I really, really hope and pray that you are journaling. Eh? It is the place to really vent it out, to put it there. What is one small habit I can commit to doing daily that will bring me closer to my goals over time? One for me was making sure 9 o'clock was 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock was the time my computer and I become one. That was it for me a couple months ago, in fact. I know I have something to do. I get up in time, get everything done. 9 o'clock is that. It's scheduled. Before it was, oh my gosh, I'm rushing to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm still rushing to do that. No. That wouldn't work. When have I seen consistency in my life pay off in unexpected ways? Yeah, how you do one thing is how you do all things, right? Sometimes when you check yourself, it's because, wait, I don't get things done because that's something that I have to work on in me. And we have to take away the blame from the system and the traffic and the boss and the everything else. Everything around us takes the blame. Look inside yourself, my friend. We cannot change the environment sometimes, but we could change something in us. We have only control of ourselves, right? We have full control of ourselves, our emotions, what we do, our actions. So let's change us. Change begins with us if we want change to happen. We are We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Guys, I really hope that this touched you. And let's look at the action step. Take the habits and the systems you've learned. I gave you a little one. Drink your water. If you tell yourself these things and you consistently challenge yourself with little habits, you're gonna build those discipline muscles so strong. I started one today. I had to get back into my exercising, right? To get back into the 10,000 steps, right? I had to build a window where I reach a certain goal. So I'm doing 6,000 till those physical muscles and mental muscles reach the stage I could get back to the 10,000. But you start somewhere. Start somewhere and keep going. Over the next 7 days, track one daily habit. And at the end of the week, reflect on how it felt, what you learned, and adjust as you go forward. Life lifes you. Life happens. So adjust as you go along, still keeping your eye on the prize. Guys, I hope and trust this was helpful to you. And I really hope that you gained a lot and you put discipline more than motivation. That fades. Discipline lasts. Build those habits. Kelly, back to you.
All right, Masha. Oh my Lord. Cool, this calls this hit me hard too, boy. Listen, I know how important personal development is. But the most important thing is applying it. That's the most important thing. How conscious are you in this computer here to be conscious to change? Because if change don't happen, don't expect for your results to be different. And that's why discipline and consistency is important to create that change. Who are you becoming? It's very important. Not just trading. We tell you all these calls are personal development. When you do something, do it with a purpose. Even with your job, even if you have you're running your own business. I have some people here. Saturday, oh my Lord. I don't know if you're on the call here. And I'm feeling bad because I don't remember his name. Oh my Lord. What was his name, boy? He started Bull. He was there Saturday. I wonder if he's on the call
Kyron?
tonight. Is Kyron is his name?
Yeah, yes.
Kyron, are you on the call?
I didn't see him.
But what Kyron had there clip. Listen, once you understand, there's nothing stopping you but the limitations that you put in your brain. When Karen took out a letter that he has in his book, and Karen has been trading a while now. I don't know how long, but I think he was trading before, then had success. And he was trying to find the root because of how his job and how he works. It's harder for him to do the stock options, to come to the computer because he needs his phone and other thing. He can't even focus on the entries and stuff. So I was telling Kyron, go back to Forex. I'm showing you what we do, why we look for A plus setups. And it's easier to put it in and let's let do what you have to do. But the patience is what most people fail and the over leveraging and a few things in Forex. Right? But what shocked me is that Karen only start, guys, I think going on to 2 months now. But he has a letter in his book waiting to just sign when he ready to resign. He's clear on what he wants and he's seeing. Listen, if I put the effort into this and I'm seeing that they're doing it, he just need to put in his effort now. He getting all the tools. He just have to apply himself and find the way around whatever works for him. But he already knows what he wants. So he has his goal in mind and what he wants to get done. That's just like Kizzy. The ones who know Kizzy. Kizzy was calling Richard almost every day. You know much time she keep telling Richard, Richard, I am frustrated. I'm ready. I am done. I'm ready to leave this place. I am prepared. I believe and I know I could get this done. What you all teach and what we have here, I can apply it and I will get my trading going. Guys, I feel like I was doubting Kizzy more than she doubts herself. Kizzy didn't doubt herself. When I hear Kizzy make money almost every day, and then she done when a certain time reach. She was so disciplined when she know she's not getting back any market. And that's what helped her compound her account. 1 to 2 trades, not even 2 trades. She used to take 1 trade a day, and if she see no trade, she take no trade. If she was on the road and she was busy, she didn't take no trade. Those small disciplines that Kizzy was creating, oh my lordy, she was going to kill it. Going to kill it. I so vexed life cut her so short. Now she was seeing her dreams coming as a reality. But I want somebody who have been on these calls, who have been around us, and knowing how important, not just plugging in, but being consistent, trying to find a routine for yourself, where even though you have your life, you have your family, and what it entails for you to try to stay as consistent with this trading journey you are on, not me, because everybody's on their own journey. What it entails and what you have been doing and how plugging in and everything if you want to put, however, anybody want to unmute them, raise your hand. Let me see. There will be more somebody who has been here a little longer, but you will understand how it has been going for you, adjusting with your family, how life kicked in, anything and what you had to do to keep focus because you're still here. Anyone? Raise your hand or put a message if you don't know how to put a hand in the group. Nobody? Who I have on this call?
You could put in the comments and I'll unmute you if you're not sure how to do that for yourself. Or if you're unable to, because we mute all.
Melissa. I'm gonna unmute Melissa. Melissa's one consistent one. And I know Melissa have 3 children, a family to run, a business to run. Melissa, unmute your mic.
I was going to give it to somebody else to give them the opportunity. I know I always talk on the comments, but okay. One thing with the Mindset Monday and even with the trading, what I realized for myself, like, you know how you all speak about 90 days? I was never consistent. I will literally start something and I will drop it. And with the trading, it kind of made me step back and ask myself, like, why there have to be a reason why I used to do those things. So even like when I started my degree, I stopped. Even when I would have started so many businesses in the past, and I never was consistent with it. Now because well, you all know that I had lost my job, so I had to find a way to bring the income into the family. So I had no other choice now to be consistent with my business. But I think with the trading and stuff, it really helped me to know now that things happen in bite size. You have to compound your goals. Yeah, yes, you have the one main goal, but you have to take it one day at a time. And for me, plugging in, I just realized that, like, I always say that from the very beginning, when I started to listen to Kelly would say that trading will change your mindset. I remember always hearing her saying, I used to be like, what this lady mean by trading will make you change your mindset? Because I didn't come here for mindset. I was coming here to just learn to trade and just make money. I didn't know trading was connected to any type of mindset thing until now. I kind of more understand that. So now I understand the importance of really wanting that success. And I think I'm hungry now for that success. I'm hungry now for that opportunity to tell myself, well, yes, I am successful now at trading. I can literally come to the market and do it. And I'm kind of seeing it because sometimes I will put in my own trades in my demo account. Like even like last night with that this morning, the trade that Gold Vault sent. I looked at it and I was like, I thinking this is supposed to be a sell, and I put it in my demo account. Yes, I put it in the live account, but I put it in my demo account, and I was kind of my analysis was correct. So it is very important to stay plugged in, to stay committed, and to understand that it won't happen overnight. To compound the goals, and as you all always say, that whoever is in your ears, so you all need to keep whoever is in your ears very close, shut all the negativity, and just show up for yourself, and just be hungry for whatever goal, be it in trading, be it in your personal life, be it in whatever, your job and whatever, because the Mindset Monday is not only about trading, it's also a holistic thing, right?
Nice, nice. So you see, I learned more about you there just now again. Right? And that's why we come out and talk. Anybody else want to talk? Anybody at all? Who we have on this call? I know I can share this talk plenty too. Edel, because I know you have your personal business too. And you know, you have your kids. You know, Edel, I have no idea how much kids you have, but I know you have kids. But you could unmute your mic. I think I just gave you the opportunity to unmute and you could go
I
ahead.
think I'm unmuted. Do you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we
can.
hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I have one daughter. She's a miracle baby. So I thank God for that. And she has changed many things in our lives. Giving us the reason, my husband and I, to want to go after this thing. You must have a why, and your why have to be very big. And you just want them to become whatever they want to become. She's so fearless. She wants to become a pilot. The girl has a lot of money to become a pilot, yes. But you could make your children's dreams come true. And it's tough. It's tough. But today's class on discipline is very, very important. I mean, there were so many salient points, simple things, little habits. So 2 months ago, we started back exercising, my husband and I, right? Rain, sun, or shine. People looking at us like mad people walking around the savannah, but we doing this thing, right? But it is important. But those simple little things, getting up early in the morning, jumping on the bike, and doing it 20 minutes, then doing some weights. But for the past 2 months, we're not stopping at all, right? So those little things that keep you disciplined and focused are very, very critical in building the larger habits. Hence the reason for, Mindset Monday. And I think this is, like, to me, this is one of the things that really stand out. People overlook it. And, as Melissa said, she thought she came into this space to just make money and, focus on her trading. But it's so much more than that. I mean, we get in here more than we even pay for, in this kind of community. And switching up things, you have to. So I found that I was way behind my class. So I said, babe, we have to do something different, So my business, I am like the core of my business, right? So I teach workshops and I have to be there on the floor. People want repairs and plus the beads and the findings, everything we sell and whatnot. So I said, I have to bite the bullet and do something, So we made a major change for 2 weeks just for me to catch up. He went to the store and I stayed home and I was just with the charts. I dreamt about charts, So sometimes you have to, double down, as you said, Kelly, and just do what needs to be done to jolt yourself forward, in the direction of progress, of your goals, and so on. And I think we have no better place to do that than here. I mean, there's nothing that you cannot find out. I mean, we could message, we could go on this chat. That coupled with your own little research and thing, and you're following, you're watching over your videos. I mean, hell, we have heaven on earth, right? And I just want to encourage anybody, whatever you want, have your goals fresh in your mind. I enjoyed martial art exercise. Oh gosh. I didn't want to fall asleep, but I was so relaxed and in tune with what I wanted. I was seeing it like a big light in front of me and saying, yes, yes. Right. So I just want to encourage everybody. And sometimes you just need to, dig your heels into the sand and make that switch up in whatever little area that becomes where it becomes necessary for you to move forward another step and another step. Like Marsha, you said you did what you had to do. 9 o'clock had to find you there, you know? So I think we have to think that way, you know, align our thoughts with our goals and just go after it. Yeah. So thank you.
Thanks. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
And I mean, when you hear people talk, and that's why you all have to hear it from others, not just myself, not just Marsha. You hear it from real life people who are actually going through their journey